I do believe this extrajudicial killing is a product of the atmosphere of the country, in a certain sense that has to go deeper if ever there is a solution to this in the hearts of every Filipino people. Because I do believe a certain dictum expressed by an old veteran politician. He was saying the Filipino is good by nature, but he is just confused as a race. Because of this confusion, he would go to the aspect of, yeah, nothing but just himself. So nawala yung common good. And then everything is protecting itself, politicians, business, and everything. And it goes with this kind of aspect that killings are being committed. So, ako naman, I don't believe that they don't feel there is an existing court wherein all these kind of cases have to be filed or whatever. But just because there are really a lot of killings, and allow me to use Cardinal Rosales, when I entered into this Melo Commission, he really told me that, Didi, you have to also to include all kinds of killings, not just the judicial killings, because they are all the same. They are persons that are killed without any judicial case that they have undergone. So, judicial case could even be a word that is being used by the karapatan in that sense for their purpose, but I still do believe that it has to be all kinds of killings in the Philippines that don't pass the judicial process.
And what are these, Bishop?
So, like in the Melo Commission, you have identified 5 kinds of killings. The first one is the vigilantes, that is really rampant in Davao and the follow suit Cebu. And I do believe there is still some other purpose of eradicating the scalawags, they call it the scalawags of the society. And although in Davao, it is the justification is on the aspect of using these drugs and everything. But then, even then, they have to undergo also justice in the same way as the other cases. Then the second one is revenge, the vendetta. That's the person against person. Then the third is on the land problem. That is that they go resort to killings when they are in the height of their anger. And the fourth is on the killing of political. How do you call it? Followers, rivalries, yeah. That this, as it has been happening in Abra and all these cases, very clear in the Philippines. And this is the fifth one, the judicial killing against all these activists, call it that way. What is sad, actually, in this is that those who were killed, most of those who were killed, were entirely armless. So there was no actually exchange of bullets and everything, fire, and what we have known in our investigation at the Melo Commission is that they are actually being killed by, say, sharpshooters, whether it is from the military or from assets of the military or whatever. Then we have not come up to a solution of this case, but surely that there is an instigation of this matter, and there are really killings. Although ang karapatan naman, they are expressing too much in a certain sense of this number of killings, which I don't believe also, because we have interviewed some, and they were saying that my husband is not an activist, my husband is not a communist, not member of the Bayan Muna. He was just a farmer. It's just also the other farmer was mad at him and he killed my husband. So I don't think, according to him, that my husband is this kind of person. But the karapatan would insist all these aspects. So this thing. So we came up finally that the command responsibility. Because the generals we have interviewed were all saying that we have not run away from any case filed against us in places where we are responsible, like the one that is being dubbed as the butcher, General Palparan. So he was saying, I'm waiting for a case filed against me, and I'm going to face them in court. But until now, there has been no case filed against me. And I will not claim that I was teaching my soldiers to kill people that way. And perhaps there are some who appreciate our program, and they use this kind of they killed these people. So that was how we tried to see the situation. So regarding this aspect of could I go down to the Esperons?
Yes.
So Esperon is this martial.
General Esperon said he has created 5 courts martial to attend to soldiers facing charges, especially on human rights violations.
Okay. But the problem here, Milo, is that there is no case that is filed because they are afraid. The people are afraid. So they could not expect that there are people that would, even if they have this courts martial or whatever. So we rather go to the point of our recommendation is that every soldier who would actually be promoted for higher rank, and especially those who will be in charge already of a certain jurisdiction, must undergo a certain training, or call it orientation, regarding command responsibility. What is actually command responsibility, and as much as there is no such word that we could find in the Constitution regarding this matter, so it must be included in the Constitution regarding command responsibility for the common good, and also for our soldiers actually to be properly say formed regarding this matter, again to protect the rights of the people, especially the one of the human rights. And so far the move, I could also feel the military that they are open for new aspects of the formation, as we have heard also some generals are open to that. So I hope that this would be happening now or immediate for those who are already occupying top positions in the military, so that this would still decrease, or even, if possible, wipe out all kinds of killings.